Okay, back with another update. Somewhere in there you guys went dead. I knew the battery was about to run out and figured you'd want to watch me for an hour stripping down the door. So whenever it quit. But here's where we're at. We got it all stripped down. We got, actually not too bad. So it's got a few low spots here, a few here along this top, not near as bad as the driver's side was. Got a few along here where the spot welds are, where they welded that door skin on. A couple here, definitely down here like I already showed you. A couple up here. But actually, they're not too bad. I think I can put me a skim coat on here. Clean these completely out with a roll lock. And I believe all the rest of those will be fine with just some high build self-etching primer. So my next step is going to be to get this wiped down with some painter's prep, wax and grease, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to get a little batch of body filler mixed up. I would go with glazing putty, but there's one right here that's pretty deep and there's no way I can get in there. I wish I had a little, one of these days I'm going to buy one of them little stud welders with the little arm that then you can pull dents out. Maybe once I get this car done, I can save a little bit of money and buy one of them for when I start on the 63 Ranchero. So that's going to be my plan right now. I'll set you guys up on a time lapse here and there, bring you back, show you finished product. See what we can get done for the day. What are you guys doing? Did you go in and have your dinner? Was it a good dinner? Was it a good dinner? Yeah? All right, bring you back for a little update. We got a little mud on here. This one here's turned out good. I got some pinholes right there, a couple right there, there and there. This one here, still need a little more in right there. Got a crater there that I didn't get filled or something. Got some pinholes in this one And I still got a spot here I need to fill, so I'm going to mix up some glazing putty, give that thing another skin coat, and let it set up and take it off. I think all of these, all of those I can do with high build primer. I'll turn around. Oh, that's a hole. I think the same thing with all these with high build. That one right there. I may clean that out and go ahead and put some glazing in there while I'm at it. But I'm going to get a little bit. I'm going to get a little bit mixed up here. Do this bottom, and I'll mix a little extra and put in that hole up there. Got a few high spots there. I may still work on tapping them down a little bit. Turned out pretty good. I haven't done anything on the other side yet. You probably see me. I went ahead and I put some short strand fiberglass fill in here and on the bottom, just to take care of any pinholes I might have. That's really not exposed to water, and for the most part, I'm probably not going to be driving it out in the rain here in Arizona anyhow. So, but I'm going to go ahead and get it as tight as I can. So that's what I'm going to do for now. I'll get you all set back up and run a time lapse for you. New day out here in the shop. Still working on the 53 Ford Victoria. Working on the door. Shop dogs, what are you doing? What are you guys doing today? Oh, you're gonna get in the car and lay down? You can get in there. Get in. There you go. Good dogs. So, still working on the door. Got the one side pretty good. I still got one spot I've got to put some little bit of glazing putty on one spot. This down here turned out pretty good. I went ahead and I think I might have showed you guys last night. I went ahead and fiberglassed that, got it smoothed up. I took my, hey, what are you doing? Why are you picking on me? Gotta take my block and still block this edge a little bit. But I was continuing to evaluate. Figured out this spot here doesn't need welded. But as I'm coming over here, got a spot there that's cracked. Got cracks on both sides here. See if we can get that to focus. Yeah, there's a crack right here, crack right here. I got to weld up this corner right here, got a little crack. And a little bit of body work to do. And look on my other door. Not sure if that piece is supposed to be in like that. This piece here, if you look, it's got a dive in it right there. And
This is tweaked a little bit. It's probably from some point, these window vents, they're a pain to get in and out of there. 'Cause it's all one piece, especially once you got the glass in. But if you look at this one over here, this right in here is pretty straight, even gap. So what I'll do is, oh, looks like I got a little crack right there. I probably ought to weld while I'm at it. I'll have to grind that off a little bit and see if that's actually a crack or just what it is. But at least I got a door here I can measure and see what that gap and everything's supposed to be. That edge right there. Where am I looking? Oh, the outside edge. Yeah, see, that's pretty straight. Whereas, yeah, that one's definitely bent in a little bit. Anyhow, I got the porta power out. I'm going to bring it over here, open this up a little, get it where it's, I'm thinking if I get it pushed up here, excuse me, get it pushed up here and here. I got a little bit of, this piece is overlapping this one, this piece is overlapping this one. So I'm going to get the porta power in there. I'll just use the little jaws here. Get that in there, spread it out a little bit, get it where it's supposed to be, and get it welded up. Like I say, once I get that, I notice this here kind of wonky. We'll see what I need to do to straighten that. Get this straightened out. This one straightened out. Then I think we should be good to go on this side. You get it scuffed and shot a primer on anywhere where it needs some self-etching primer. And then I'm not going to shoot it real heavy because, like I say, there's very little of these doors. The biggest thing I'm going to be worried about is the jambs here. I want to get those coated good all the way around. Because then the next thing I need to do, I'll have to look and see if I've got them. I might have to get them ordered. But I need to get my weather strips all in here after I get the jambs painted. And I can do my final adjustment on my doors after that, as far as the open and closing in and out. So that's what we're going to work on today. Continue on door number 1. Yep, door number 1. And get it straightened out a little bit more. Keep at it. Get this thing knocked out. Then we'll get it mounted up there and make sure we get it aligned and the body line's good, the reveal's good on it. So, well, thank you all for coming back. Keep watching the videos. Let me know what you think. Comments. Really appreciate the comments. I don't get a whole lot, but I really appreciate when guys comment on what I'm doing or information I'm giving out. So we'll catch you in a little bit. All right, back with an update. Shop dogs, what are you guys doing? You guys know the sound of the camera turning on, don't you? Yep, you gotta be over here and get your 15 minutes of fame in the spotlight. You guys are you keeping cool today? Yeah, Dad's gotta turn off the swamp cooler while I'm videoing those so we don't get all kinds of noise. Get him, Shadow, don't let him do that to you. Don't let him bite you, he's biting your ankle. Yeah, I know. Now she's gonna bite you. Okay. All right, well that turned out pretty good. Welding I done yesterday helped me. Come on, focus there. So there was a crack here, one here, and the one that was down here. So just a little tidbit if you're working on a project. By the way, I have no idea who my audience is. I'm sure it's quite a few car guys. I don't see anything when you subscribe other than a username. But drop me a comment and let me know where you're at, where you live. Let me know what you're working on. If you got a project you're working on, let me know if watching this helped you out. If you learn from my mistakes and the stuff I do good. But yeah, drop me a comment and let me know. I'm curious to what my audience is out there. But one of the things I learned, and I've done my Jeep. Spent one whole year redoing almost all of the body panels on it. I spent a couple of years working on the passenger side of this, and then pretty much the last year and a half or so working on this side. And my welding kind of sucked. I never could figure out why. I just learned to use a wire feed when I started working on this car back in 2006. Up till then, all I'd ever done was weld with a gas welder or a buzz box welder. And so I got the wire feed and started going with it. And up until, probably 6 or 8 months ago, I never could figure why some of my welds really sucked. Well, my son, he worked as a mechanic for the city for years and years, and he's probably welded thousands of miles of beads. And, I'm working on heavy equipment, dump trucks, all that kind of stuff. And I always knew when I turn my gas off, it leaks down. I never have been able to chase down the leak. I sprayed it. So I've always just dealt with it. And, I pretty much turn my gas off when I'm done welding, even if it's only going to be for 5 or 10 minutes before I start welding again. Because out here where I'm at, I'm an hour from town. I can't just run to town and grab another bottle of gas. And last time he was out here, I asked him about, because I've seen guys when they're welding with wire feed, clip off the end of the wire every time they start to weld, sometimes even on different welds. I've always been pretty cognizant of clipping mine off, when I get a ball out there on the end. But I just turn stuff on and start welding. Well, what he brought to my attention is when that gas leaks down, then I've got no gas going to my feed. I forget what you call them now. Anyhow, and he says, so I was asking him about, how he done the clipping the end of his wire off and stuff. And he said, yeah, he said, he always clips his off. But he said, the other thing I need to know, he said, that hose is there's no gas in it because it's leaked out. He said, I should always, run out 3 or 4 inches, clip it off, and then that purges the air out of there and gets that filled up back up with gas. So I've been doing that, and I'm amazed at the difference it makes on my welds. I'd get a few that were sucky, and then they'd get better, and I never could figure out quite why, because I wasn't doing anything different. So just a little tidbit for you there if you're having that issue.
You know, if you shut your gas bottle off and it leaks down, your hose is out of gas. So it takes a little bit for it to get there. So anyhow, those turned out really good. I took my measurements off the other door, got these spaced where they're supposed to be. It was a little tough because I didn't want to tweak this, trying to bend this up with a porta power. This down here is actually supposed to be pretty flat. I don't know how it got so concave down in there the way it was. So I got out what I could. I was able to get a bar down in there. Trying to do it up here when I try to work one side and push down on the other side, but I got a long enough screwdriver I could get in there and got that leveled out some. I'll show you on the other door here. It's supposed to be pretty well flush. So it's not a big deal as long as I can get in there and do the adjustments and get my wing vent in there and stuff, and it all gets covered anyhow. So we're just gonna leave that like that is. I got it feathered back. I'm gonna do a little more scuffing on this because as I blow this just has some primer on it. So I'm gonna get in there and scuff that, clean it up a little more. Might take a wire wheel or something. Once again, it's no big deal, that all gets hid, but I just wanna get rid of any rust and make sure I got good paint down in there. Got that feather edged out with the DA. And I think I'm to the point here, well, I gotta see what's going on here. So that's right back behind the lock button. Oh, I still got to come back and weld this one too. That's all right. I got to take this door off again now that I've got it all lined good. So we go down in the lock and there. Oh, I need to be looking at the front side here. So yeah, that's supposed to be pretty level across there. So I'm going to have to get in there. Yeah, that needs tweaked out a little bit. So I'll get my pliers and get that tweaked out. Once I get this cleaned up a little bit more, I will hit. I'll hit this bare area here with self-etching primer. Let it set up, scuff it a little bit. Same way with this down here. This corner over here. Once it's set up, I will scuff it with a Scotch-Brite and I will just hit it with some primer sealer. So this side here, I got it knocked down. I got to go ahead and work this edge a little bit, but I got that fiberglass knocked down. I think that's probably all I'm going to do. I'm not going to put any body filler in there. And then I will hit this with some self-etching primer and call it good. That should have sealed up any pinholes I had there where I welded the other piece in. This one was kind of a bear because I tried to leave enough metal here so I'd have some meat to weld to, but it was pretty thin, and even back in here it started burning back past where I'd cut my patch. That metal was so thin, but we got her done. So like I say, I'll go ahead and get that knocked down, get a few more little things straightened on it, go to work on getting these jambs all scuffed, put some primer sealer on it, maybe take the DA to a few places here like this,
Make sure I got this edge good. I'll put some primer sealer on it. Self-etching primer anywhere I need it. And then I will be able to go ahead and paint those jambs. Double check here and see if I've got the door seals or not. And if not, I'll have to get them ordered because I really want to get them on there now that I'm getting my doors lined up and get them jammed. We get that on there. Same way with the trunk. That's going to be my goal here next, is get that door ready to put on, get it lined up, get it jammed. I got 4 more cans of my Aero 2K Aero spray from Eastwood. That's what I've used on all this other stuff here. So I can get jamming on that. I can get jamming on the jams. I got to get the trunk. Once I get this door done, I will get the trunk out. I'm going to get the bottom of it painted, and hopefully here in the next couple of weeks I can order the padding that I'm going to put in that. But that's my goal, so it's kind of where we're going. And like I say, drop me a comment. Let me know if this inspires you guys. I know, I kind of got discouraged on this car just because there was, I don't know if it was because there was so much to do. I don't know what. I got the parts car. It's supposed to have a V8 in this, a flathead V8, but I got the parts car. It had a running 6, so I put all the running gear under it. That got me motivated. And I started watching some of these other guys on YouTube on their projects. Half-Ass Customs, if you've ever watched them. Watched Bad Chad for a while, but I got to where I just couldn't take that anymore. But yeah, some of those guys are what got me inspired to really get on this thing. So I'll keep bringing you back with any updates, and hope you're all having a good one. Later.